What's the most insane thing you did to help someone at work? At my restaurant, nobody pays attention to the dishwashers. They scrub plates, clean pots, and sanitize everything while servers and cooks treat them like ghosts. So I decided to become one of them. It started one evening after a brutal dinner rush. I was counting my tips, $200 for 6 hours, when I saw Maria, one of our dishwashers, still elbow deep in greasy water at 11 p.m. Her shift had started at 2 p.m. 9 hours of non-stop scrubbing for $8 an hour. I grabbed a towel and helped her finish up, joking about needing more hands in the kitchen. But Maria's laugh was hollow. She told me the managers kept cutting dishwasher hours to save money, forcing her to work alone during rushes that used to require 3 people. I've been here 8 years, she said, scraping burnt cheese off a pan. Never missed a shift. Still make minimum wage while you servers walk out with my rent money every night. That hit me like a slap. Maria was always first to clock in, last to leave. While I complained about splitting $200 tips 4 ways, she was grateful for overtime that brought her daily pay to $85. So I hatched a plan that would either change everything or get me fired. My roommate worked at a catering company, and I convinced her to lend me a spare dishwasher uniform for a work experiment. Black pants, white shirt, apron, and a hairnet that made me unrecognizable. I practiced walking with my head down, moving with a quick, invisible efficiency I'd seen from the dish pit. Tuesday morning, 9 a.m. I walked straight into the restaurant and clocked in at the dish station. Nobody questioned me, nobody even looked. The lunch rush hit at noon, and by then, I'd already washed 3 full racks of glasses, scrubbed burnt pans until my knuckles bled, and cleaned grease traps that made me gag. But here's what shocked me. Not one server acknowledged my existence. The cooks threw dirty plates in my direction like I was a trash can with arms. By dinner, I'd overheard 6 different servers, people I'd worked beside for 2 years, complaining about lazy dishwashers while I stood 3 feet away. One server, Jake, dumped an entire plate of leftover pasta directly into my sink and barked, "Deal with it." He'd borrowed $20 from me the week before. Wednesday brought fresh humiliation. A cook thanked me, then immediately demanded to know why the silverware wasn't sorted properly. Later, Ashley tracked muddy water across my freshly mopped floor and screamed at me for making the walkway slippery. She'd been to my birthday party. Still, nobody recognized me. Thursday was my breaking point. While scrubbing grease off sheet pans, I heard 3 servers discussing how dishwashers chose to work back there because they couldn't handle real restaurant work. They threw their dirty aprons on my clean counter and walked away laughing. I started documenting everything, every insult, every moment of invisibility. By Friday, my notebook was full of proof that my coworkers weren't just inconsiderate, they were cruel to people they saw as beneath them. But I needed the perfect moment to reveal the truth. Saturday's monthly staff meeting was my chance. I called Maria the night before and told her everything. I expected her to think I was insane. Instead, she just nodded and said, "It's about time someone saw what we go through." Saturday morning, I showed up in my dishwasher uniform and stood in the back corner while our manager droned about sales numbers. Then I raised my hand. "Can I say something?" He looked confused, but handed me the microphone. The room of 30 employees went dead silent. "I've been working in the dish pit all week," I began. "Cleaning your messes and keeping this kitchen running." Whispers started. I pulled off my hairnet. "Oh my God," Ashley gasped. "That's Sarah." I nodded and pulled out my notebook. Then I read back their words. Every cruel comment, every casual insult. Servers calling dishwashers too stupid for the front of house. Cooks saying dishwork was monkey work that anyone could do. The room was cemetery quiet. "This is Maria," I said, gesturing to the woman who'd been invisible to them for 8 years. "She's kept this place spotless while making a fraction of what we pocket in tips. She's never complained, even when you treat her like furniture." I untied my apron and dropped it on the floor. "Where are you going?" our manager called as I headed for the door. "To work my lunch shift," I said, "in the front of house, where people can actually see me." Later, the manager pulled me aside. I thought he might thank me for opening everyone's eyes. Instead, he wrote me up for disrupting the workplace and misrepresenting myself to coworkers. But something had shifted. By Monday, 3 servers approached Maria to apologize and to learn her name for the first time. The following week, management announced dishwashers would receive a percentage of the tip pool. When Maria found out, she cried and hugged me. "You did more for us in 1 week than anyone has in 8 years." That hug was worth more than any tip I'd ever made. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is become invisible to show others how they've been blind.